forward. Kill who you must to survive. Even Gideon. Help me! Do nothing.
Found and taken. Repositioning.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
A mind flare. God's damned abomination.
The Yankee is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my soul deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that keeps you in your dreams. The Honor Guard. Eliminate them. My forces are weakened by their assault, but with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the Guard. I will subdue their master.
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the mind flare's awareness is everywhere. You blunder in its presence like a warg pup learning to walk.
You must be joking. I am telling you my thoughts directly into your head. But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, be my guest.
Nothing in your colourful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy? Now, join me. Fight! Together, we can turn the tide. Destroy the honor guard.
I thought to let up. Heading there.
That Canon!
This is my time. This is good.
Finish this. Got to press on.
They kill you.
With haste.
No holding back. Control.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene. To owe my life to a damned geisha. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstances. I long for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure, to a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me to what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on pills and gloves, but there were plenty of them, rarely missed. They fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs was Satan. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Daughter. He called me from my home, brought me back to the brain, where I became a slave once again. The slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name wasn't slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an elder brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself.
Orpheus? Impossible! He was slain by Shistil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the absent. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Elitid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, the usurper took her place. Blackhair declared herself queen of the Guardian. Blackhead wanted his power. Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on the prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved you have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Blackheads were safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was imprisoned. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackhead will be finished. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside. And found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Payment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. Resist the Elder Brain, the chosen. But yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. There may come a time when that is necessary, but there is no guarantee that his power would survive his passing. The risk is too great. The moment his protection is gone, he would become enthralled to the Elder Brain, just as I would. We may look different, but to the Elder Brain we are already the same. Tools in its design. I'm glad you think so. I agree. There is one thing that you have that I do not. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. Yours continues to limit you. As unlimited, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illicit potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form. And you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss. The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form, but you would do far better as an illicit. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
Even as you say the words, you feel a lurch of disappointment. Your mind bristles with illicit potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most in the world?
I found that. It's your nature. You cannot fight it. So embrace it. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intensity. Of been starved, of life, of purpose. It welcomes your probing like a void waiting to be filled. If you let it, it will evolve you, just as the Emperor said.
Tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane. Here for millennia, it has become extraordinary.
You may resist now, but it's too late. You already embraced the powers the parasite gave you. You leveraged them to manipulate, to dominate, to survive. Your nature is no longer your own. You are well on your way to fulfilling your illicit potential. You are ready to evolve. Fullness seeps through your veins. The tadpole awakens. Its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
Let's move. Open up. What's up for discussion?
Dominated! Protect me!
Breathe deep and move. I'll take that. No traps, please.
Go to the city. Try out your new form. Enjoy it.
What's this? Better make camp soon. It'll be a while before the drill chance to rest.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not Gith, visitor, that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, prince of comets. Listen first. The Emperor spoke only in half-truth. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our gay slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. It was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant illicit. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our gay slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true earth. If the Githyanki are to be free, Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
Your mind connects with Lae'zel's, and together you envision the Githyanki force.
Another part of the Orpheus tale. It reads as follows. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky, sacrificed to the Hells by the renegade Vlaakith." But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlaakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, Gestil Kithrak, lit the astral sky aflame. When the ashes cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone.
Incredible tale. I wouldn't have believed it if we hadn't seen the prince for ourselves.
Once again, your mind opens to Lae'zel, and she considers the disc.
More writings on Orpheus, the prince of the comet. The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Vod, Jastil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, but his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon of Velaman. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars, we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. Vlaakith has reigned unchallenged for millennia. Freeing Orpheus could be the first strike in a new war, as well as its last. What about him? The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Ghaith. So mad with power, he smashed through the Githyanki Empire and delivered the shards to his illicit masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies, a lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign. Orpheus is honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Ghaith, tadpoles husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their death, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son. The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt his Ghaith hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself? A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it mattered little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. I digress. Did you want something? More likely it would just put a stop to us. I wanted nothing to do with those illicit powers before. What makes you think I'd want to jump into an even deeper hole? Do you know what this entails? Well, of course you do. But I don't want that for myself.
A mind flayer's been getting their tentacles all over our dreams this whole time. I'm really not sure about putting any trust at all in this thing. It's already shown itself a liar. I've got my eyes on the Emperor, and Karlak doesn't blink.
Oh, we have a new look for a new Shadow Heart. Nice as it is, she still doesn't have the best hair in the camp. Don't look at me like that. I know what you're going to say. The answer is no. No. That was before I knew the cost. Before I knew it meant transforming into some grotesque beast. I remember how it hurt. I turned into a vampire. Body writhed and warped while I was utterly helpless. The grip of death owned my heart as it beat its last. I don't want to turn into anything else. I can't do that again. I can't watch my body be taken over. If we master couples, it will be different. But right now, that mastery depends on an illicit and its Githyanki slave. I'm not going to submit to this. Don't ask me again.
There's no more radiant sight than that of someone who's learned to love themselves anew. Shadowed in name, no longer in spirit. Suits her. I can only imagine what I'd do were I to adopt the biology of a mind flayer. Certainly doesn't seem to have done you any harm. Or rather, you've not yet done me any harm. Still, there are undoubtedly risks to such a transformation. If this is what the fates have offered to aid our cause, then who am I to refuse? I'll take your tadpole. See what it has to offer.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves. Take their telescopes.
Maybe I need more pockets. The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt, waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Indolence breeds madness. Onward.
Anything you want.
All right. What now?
Left us here with no coin.
Something's on my mind.
Little like sweet things. Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was, she was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last Sunday, though. Oh, thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
Anything you want to refugees for hire.
Particular red cap case.
I'm just a cat. But the thing, talk to Yenna. Why are you so nosy? Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Then maybe she made like cats and went off to spend a lost life. Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me. Please don't.
Hi. I'm still looking for my mum, but, thank you for helping me. You were really nice.
One time we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Right.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
There is so much wrong with that name.
Nearly there now. You see the city? Up on the hill.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break it. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
This one time, I'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
If I was a Sharon lookout, what in the hell was that? They said wait around.
An earthquake, perhaps. Strong enough to rouse the dead, too.
What's that?
Let's see what this does.
Down off again. Feel stalked.
My. The fates move in strange and scrumptious ways. I am delighted to see you again. After our little interlude at last light, I was worried you'd gone quite mad. And mine. And mine. One thing I find quite distasteful is being kicked outside our intended city. I'd quite like to get inside, but it's difficult to shuffle your way to the top of the queue when you're, well, as big as an ox. What if I was smoother, more discreet? Maybe then a kind soul might bring me home, right in their little body. I don't think you want to travel this road, my friend. All I wanted was a bit of hay, good brushing, clean stall. The simple life. Is that so much to ask?
Let's end this. Onward. I wonder if this is worth the cost. Looks like the same. What else lies before me? I'll give it a shot.
Attention. Donations desperately needed for refugees. Every copper helps.
You did me a real favor clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore. Tried to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look.